Do you have sympathy for Ajax, Brian, in the sense of everything we've seen from them? They've won a lot of hearts on their run to that semi-final. They were seconds away. They had chances to wrap it up. Such a young team who've given so much in this competition.
Yes, because we're in an era now where we were beginning to believe that only the real top-notch, powerful clubs between England, Spain, Germany and Italy, really. I mean, PSG have been threatening to do it but haven't got to a final. Could get to the Champions League or win the Champions League. It's 1996 since Ajax were in the final. They won it in 95. But in this era, you would think... we didn't think it. When I saw them in the first round, the second qualification round this year, I think it was Standard Liège, maybe. Was it
Sturm Graz,
Standard Liège, and then Dynamo Kiev.
Before even they got into the group.
Well, I saw a good side, but I didn't see a team I thought was going to end up being this close to the final.
Yeah.
So, of course, you have to feel sympathy for them and their supporters and the way they've remodelled the club and the signings, as Keith referred to, going the road of bringing in a couple of experienced players to play with these young players. But, you know, tonight is about Spurs. They haven't been in the Champions League final ever before, or the European Cup that got to the semi-final, 61-62, lost to Benfica when they had that great team, the double-winning team. So they haven't been anywhere near the quarter-final. Best maybe before, with Harry Redknapp, maybe.
That's right, yeah.
That's the best. So they've not been. So it's Spurs night, unfortunately, for Ajax. And with a 3-0 lead, they have to look at themselves. And why did they lose it? Because of that youthfulness and naivety of the team. And Keith pointed out a couple of things there. Late in the match, they had chances to run the clock down. And they didn't when they still had the lead. They didn't have the mentality to do that. Whereas Spurs, I'm thinking of the mentality of the English teams. You look at what Liverpool has done last night. The motivational ability of the two managers, the mentality of the players.
These are live pictures, by the way, coming in from Amsterdam now. So Pochettino has gone and done all his media commitments, spoken to his team, and he's gone back out to soak it all up.
Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he, Tommy?
Well, the comments that he made yesterday about... You know, he was tongue-in-cheek. He says maybe if we did go and win the Champions League, I'd have to pack it in and go and do something else.
It was the most frustrating season for him.
Exactly.
They were supposed to start
odds,
in the stadium in September, and it was put back then till November, and then it was put back and eventually to get in around March. You know, they're putting up a playing at Wembley with low crowds, lack of atmosphere, no new signings, no money to buy players, letting Dembele go even, who was a decent midfield player. He's had to put up a lot, and Graeme has often commented about he's carried the party line in terms of not saying anything much against the club. And that's where that frustration for him, the 19 defeats, narrow defeats, a lot of them against opposition with much more...
He's got more power to his elbow now.
Exactly.
Getting to the
serious
final.
Position now, isn't it?
And he guaranteed a place next year in the Champions League.
I thought they might, because I'm a Spurs old boy. I thought...
A few camps here tonight, isn't it?
I didn't really fancy them.
Coming out of the closet now, Tommy.
I didn't really...
They're on the bandwagon. Yeah. That's what it is, right?
I didn't fancy them, but my heart was telling me, go for them, go and say they're going to... And I was putting it down to... I was trying to come up with an argument why they would win it and get through tonight. And without sounding big, I was right. I didn't think that the quality...
What was the reason, though? What were you thinking?
The Premier League. The Premier League.
Against the
They'll
Dutch.
dig in, the way they changed the game last week, and they'll just keep going and dig in. Because tonight, the quality they showed was very limited. It was just grit and determination, battle hardened, which the Dutch league doesn't have, which I don't believe the Spanish league has, looking at them either. The Premier League, everyone talks about it.
It's only the last couple of years. I mean, there's only been one English winner in the last 11 years, Graeme.
Yeah. You've got the Real Madrid have dominated because Real Madrid have dominated it because they had the biggest budget of anyone to spend on players, and they had Ronaldo, and before that was Messi, and what we said earlier, they invested nothing at the start of the season, Real Madrid, and have paid a heavy price for it, both domestically and in this competition.
We have a Tottenham-Liverpool Champions League final.